Alright everybody, welcome back to another exciting installment of Module 2 Notes. Please make sure you've got your name and your number up in the corner as always, and please write Module 2 Notes for your title across the top. Now for today's notes we are going to be taking a look at Lesson 2-7. So we'll need a Roman numeral for 5, and we will need 2 more, 5 plus 2 being 7. 2-7 is going to look really familiar for those of you who watched 2-6 because this is just more connecting the area model. So we will be practicing the area model a little bit more. More connecting the area model to the standard algorithm. To the standard, running a little low on space here, but we'll get it to fit. Standard algorithm. Oh, plenty of space to spare. More connecting the area model to the standard algorithm. Again, the area model is helpful mostly to understand why the standard algorithm, the regular way of multiplying, why that works. Just like with 2-6, we're going to dive right in and do an example. I am going to give you a little bit of a word problem, though, so I would like you to copy this down. Please copy this down. Again, if you need to pause the video, make sure you do that. A sports stadium. A sports stadium holds 4,505 people. So you may notice our numbers are getting a little bit bigger here. A sports stadium holds 4,505 people. If, there's a big if the stadium sells every ticket, so every single seat is filled. If the stadium sells every ticket for 219 games in a row, because let's just make it totally crazy, if the stadium sells every ticket for 219 games in a row, how many tickets would it sell? How many tickets would be sold? How many tickets would it sell? Again, if you need to pause, copy that down, go ahead. There's our word problem. Now we're going to take a look at this. Sports stadium has this many people, or can have that many people. If they sell every one of those tickets, every single seat is full for 219 games. All right. So this is how many people would be in the stadium for one game. I'll start by writing that down here, 4,505. And I know I keep jumping back and forth between people and tickets, but hopefully you understand each person needs a ticket, so that's why those go together. 4,505 tickets. Now, if they did every single ticket sold, if they managed to fill the stadium 219 times, then I'm going to be doing some multiplication to figure out what that looks like, to figure out how many tickets were sold. Now, we are going to start by doing the area model, but I will show you with the standard algorithm as well. 4,505. Let's go ahead. 4,000 plus 500 plus, now technically I don't really need to put the 0 in here for the tens place. We've got the thousands, the hundreds. I don't need to put the 0 there, but I'm going to just to kind of show you as a placeholder. And then we'll put the 5 for the ones right there. Okay. Now, you don't have to use a straight edge either, but I am going to use one to draw my line because you all have to stare at my work. So it should at least look semi-decent. Let's go down the side with our smaller number, our shorter number. 219. Okay. 200 plus 10, that 1 in the tens place is 10. Now I'm still skipping a line. I'll show you why in a minute. Okay. Plus, and then just 9 at the bottom. Okay. Put 9 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go down 6 lines. That way we have plenty of room to work. Plenty of room to work. Okay. And we'll go ahead and connect those lines, make them all pretty. That one at the end is slanting a little bit, but I will try to live with it. Okay. We're going to take it one row at a time. So I'm going to start with the 200. And I'm going to multiply times everything up above. I can draw lines going straight down from the pluses to help me build my boxes. Man, we're getting all sorts of crooked on here. That's all right. We can do the same. I may as well finish. Let's draw the rest of the lines in here. There we go. Okay. Now the fun part. Let's go ahead and multiply. We're going to multiply 200 times 4,000. Now really, I only need to look at the first 2 digits. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I only need to look at the 2 and the 4. 2 times 4 is 8, so equals 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's a lot of zeros, though. Okay. Continuing across. And if it helps, you can always take another piece of paper. You can kind of cover up the other rows. Okay. This line paper will work. If you've got an index card or something, it'll cover it up a little better. Let's do 200 times 500. Same deal. 2 times 5 is 10. Now that 0 is not going to count in my total number of, well, it's not going to count when I count these zeros. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still putting 1, 2, 3, 4 on here. Don't include this one yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. That looks a little better. Okay. 200 times 0 will show you why we really didn't need to do anything with that column. And then finally, 200 times 5 is equal to 10 again. 2 times 5 is 10. And then put 2 zeros. So 1,000. Okay. Now that we've got that first row done, we can go ahead and add all of these things together. 800,000 plus 100,000, there's 900,000, plus a little 1,000. So this whole row is going to equal 901,000. 901,000. Had to zoom out just a tiny bit for that. Okay. All right, I'm going to go a little bit faster with the next couple rows, but I still want to make sure that I'm writing everything down properly. Don't want to go too fast. That's how we make mistakes, and that's how Mr. Landre drops zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So be careful not to rush too much. 10 times 500. Well, 1 times 5 is 5, and then 3 zeros. Okay. This column is always nice and easy. And then 10 times 5. You folks have been doing that for a while. You know that's 50. 40,000 plus 5,000. There's 45,000. 45,050. 45,050. I'm just adding them together. Okay. Straight across. And then finally, 9 times 4,000. 9 times 4 is 36. And then 3 zeros. 9 times 500. 9 times 5 is 45. And then put 2 zeros. 9 times 0 is 0. And finally, another one you've been practicing since 3rd grade. 9 times 5 is 45. Okay. Now this one may be a little trickier to do mentally because we've got the 36,000 plus 4,500. But if you look at it as this 4,000 clicks into the 36. 36,000 plus 4,000 is 40,000. Then we put the 500. So 40,000, 500, and then we add this at the end. We should have 40,545. Okay. Now all of these little answers are partial products. When we combine them all together, we end up with these three partial products, and we can add them to get the answer. 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 5 is 5, plus 4 more is 9. 5, 6, 8, 9. 986,595 tickets. That should be your answer. Now this is how we solve using the area model, but as previously mentioned, you're not really going to be using the area model most of the time. You are going to use the standard algorithm. If you have family at home or friends who are older who have tried to show you, they probably have been showing you the standard algorithm. So let's look at that. Original numbers, same as before, 4,505 times 219. Okay. We're going to start with the 9. That's our focus number. 9 times everything up above, one at a time. 9 times 5 is 45. We will carry the 4. 9 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. Now hopefully some of this is sounding familiar. 9 times 5, 9 times 0, thank you, Bell. 9 times 5 again, except really it's 500. 9 times 5 is 45. I'm going to put the 5 here, carry the 4. And then finally 9 times 4 is 36. And remember how I talked about 36, getting that little 4 locked into it? 37, 38, 39, 40. Hey, hey, hey. Doesn't that look familiar? 40,545, that's what we had right here. Now, I'm hoping that I'll be seeing these two again as well. Let's see. Okay, finished with this focus number, just going to lightly scratch it out. Same with these, I'm done with them, just lightly scratch them out. Next focus number is 1, although technically it's 1 in the tens column. So I'm going to put a spacer 0 down here to show that this is in the tens column. This is really 10 times 5. So 1 times 5 is 5, but really it's 50. Okay. Which again should look familiar. Let's pick up the pace a bit. 1 times 5 we did. 1 times 0. 1 times 5. 1 times 4. 45,050. 45,050. So far, so good. Lightly scratch that out. Choose our next focus number. It's a 2, but it's in the hundreds column, so really it's 200. We'll put 2 spacer zeros because it's 200. 2 with 2 zeros after it. Okay. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 0 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. 2 times 5, is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. 901,000. 901,000. At this point, we probably don't even really need to add it again. You've already added these three numbers once, but let's make sure we did it correctly. 5 plus a bunch of zeros is 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. 5 plus nothing is 5. 0 plus 5 plus 1 would be 6. 8, 9. Yeah, that looks pretty familiar. The area model, once again, is the exact same thing as the standard algorithm. It's just kind of exploded apart. You can see each and every little step in the boxes. Once you feel really good about the standard algorithm, you can see how this is significantly faster. But at the end of the day, they are the same thing. You are doing the same work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, make sure you write them down and bring them to class next time I see you. For now, though, we're going to stop here. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.